Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how I created this SCIFI door system. It was actually fairly simple, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so you can see that I have this little setup in this scene here. I have the terminal, the door, and this little wall here. All of which I designed in Blender, so if you guys want to see a separate video on how I designed all this shit, I can actually make a separate video on that. But as of right now, this video is just about to get this terminal to communicate with this door. Is there a million and one ways, or a million and one videos out there like this? Yes. But I just want to start making very specific videos, solving very specific problems. Maybe not in this one, maybe people already know how to do this, but maybe in another video, I'm going to start doing just very specific shit, because good lord, I've been struggling with a lot of specific shit that I just could not find. So I just want to help people. I might not be the best at explaining things, but because my brain just goes a little too quick, and then I start stumbling over my words, just like right now. I can barely fucking talk. But anyway, that's enough fucking yapping over nothing. Let's go ahead and begin. So, as of right now, there's no logic in any of these in this terminal or in the door. So we can go ahead and, well, put some logic in here. So first things first, I have a little bit of leftover logic here. I'm going to delete so I can start from scratch. Alright, so before I get the player to interact with this terminal, I need the terminal to interact with the door, okay? So in order to do that, I'm going to need to get a reference to this door. And the door is always going to be in the world, so it should be very simple. So, as of right now, we're going to select this terminal, open it up, and the first thing I want to do is get a reference to the door. So we're going to do blueprint, or actually, let's just do SCIFI door reference, okay? And then we can get the reference to the door. So blueprint, SCIFI door. I have a lot of duplicates because I had migrated a bunch of files, and it just duplicated everything. Didn't mean to do that, but this is like just a dump project, so I'm not really worried about it. It's just a tutorial project kind of shit, fuck, I don't know. So we have blueprint SCIFI door 2. Let's go ahead and get the object reference. And you can see this eyeball is closed. Go ahead and open that bitch up. Sorry, excuse me. Open that nice eyeball up. And let's go ahead and go back into the scene. And you can see that this terminal now has a default section where it says SCIFI door reference, okay? So now we can select this little eyedropper here and select the door, okay? And we can do it for both of them. And there's a reason why I have two of them, okay? Because I want this one to maybe open and close it, and this one to maybe open and close it. Or maybe this one opens it and you walk through, and then now you can close it with this one. Or you can just spam it as much as you want and just open and close right here, okay? So let's go into the SCIFI door now, because now we need to do some logic in here. And we're going to do some custom events. So we're going to do a custom event, right? And this one we can call open door, okay? So there you go. And then another custom event, this is going to be close door, okay? And like I said, I already put this in a blueprint. It's literally just a static mesh, okay? Make sure it's set to movable, otherwise it will not move and you're going to get like an error or a warning, not necessarily an error, but more of a warning. And then now when we open the door, what do we want to happen? Well, we got to move that fucking thing out of the way. So we're going to go over here, go into timeline, and we're going to call this door location, all right? And we can open this up, add a track, add a float track, and we're going to call this move the stupid ass door. Okay, just kidding guys, just kidding. We're just going to call this location, all right? And then the length is 5 seconds. I do not, if my door takes 5 seconds to open, I'm going to pull my hair out. So I'm going to do 2 seconds instead. Okay, length 2 seconds. And we're going to right click on this graph and we're going to add a key. Select the key. The time is going to be 0 because that's where we need to start it. It's going to start at second 0, or it's not going to start at 2 seconds, then it'll just teleport. But as of right now, we're going to, as the value is going to be set to 0 as well, because we want to start from the beginning. Right click on this graph again. Hit add key, select this key, and then the time is going to be 2 seconds, and then the value is going to be like, let's just do something 90, yeah, whatever, 90, okay? And you can see that once you hit these arrows, it'll actually expand the graph for you, so it looks a little bit better. And right off the jump, I'm going to tell you it's going to look weird because this graph is a straight line. You see that? It's a straight line. If you want it to ease in and ease out, make it look way better, you just right click on this key here and then hit auto, okay? And you see how it eases in and then it eases out. I'm gonna do it right here too. I don't think I have to, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So now you can see that graph kind of has a curve to it. And it's gonna behave way better, and you'll see it here why in a second. So with that being said, we have this, and then we're going to Control C and then Control V, and we're going to do reverse from end on this one. So it's going to be the same exact values, but it's just going to reverse instead when it closes. Or you could just plug it into here, but there's a reason why I'm doing it like this. Okay, there's a reason why I'm doing it like this instead, and I'm going to show you why. So as of right now, we're just going to grab the static mesh out, and then we're going to do set relative location, not world location, okay? Set relative location, okay? Set relative location. And then we could split the structure pin here. And then the location is going to go into the x-axis, because I think I tried to do the y-axis and it was going back and forth like a damn refrigerator, so I'm not doing that. So yeah, there we go. So now we do the same thing down here. Update, and then location can be the X. I need to add a Boolean to see if the door is open. Okay, and if I hit finished right here, the door will always be open. So I'm going to set the door, when the door is open and this timeline is finished, that means the door is open. I'm going to set that to true, okay? Then I'm going to drag this out, and this is going to be set to false, okay? There's a reason why I'm doing it like this. Once again, I'll explain why in a second. So, we have that going, right? So now you can see that the terminal actually has an overlap box, okay? Or not an overlap box, sorry. A box that we're going to overlap, okay? So it's just a collision box, and if you type in collision here, you can see that it's just overlapping everything. That's what I would want. And you can see that I have a widget in here as well, and the visibility by default is false, okay? This is already something I set up. And the static mesh is literally just this terminal here. Okay, so the overlap box, and if you don't know how to add it, you just type in box, and you're going to see box collision. You go ahead and put that in there. I just renamed it to overlap box. So inside of the player, I should actually say, so we go to third person, blueprints, player character. The only reason we're able to overlap with that box and interact is because of the fact that I created an enhanced input interaction input called interact. I named it interact 2 because once again I had like duplicate files, so I just had to name it 2 just for shits and gigglies. So when we interact, first thing we're doing is for each loop with break, which is we're getting the overlapping actors, right? And then we're seeing if that overlapping actor is implementing this interface, which is the interact blueprint interface, right? And if it is implementing this interface, then we can interact with it. And what this interact is this logic here is just a blueprint interface that I created, guys. And if you don't know how to create a blueprint interface, right click, blueprint interface, name it whatever you want, okay? Open it up, and then you would actually call this something like interact, and then bam, that's it. That's all you would literally do. You can close it out. But I already have one, so I'm just going to go ahead and, okay, not save it, I'm going to delete it, okay? And that's it. That's all you have to do for the player. That's it. Literally just get an array of overlapping actors and then see if any of them implement any type of interface, and you can interact with it. I know some people use line traces. If you want to use line traces, that's fine, but I'm trying to keep it a little simple, so that's what I'm using here. So with that being said, you can see that when you go back into the terminal, under interfaces, there's going to be interact, but the only reason it's there is because I went to class settings. Okay, whatever. Class settings, I went to implemented interfaces and I typed in the blueprint interface interact. And that's literally, it's not there, but it would be there if this wasn't here. So there you go, it's here. So now I can double click this and you can see now we have the blueprint interface event interact. Okay. Now, with that being said, we can drag this SCIFI door out, and then what do we want to happen when you interact with the terminal? Something has to happen. Well, we got to open the door. All right. Now, before we open the door, you remember that variable we created, the Boolean? We got to see if the door is open. Okay. If door is open, is false, sorry, then we're going to open the door, okay? And if the door is not open, or is open, okay, then we're going to close door. I'm just going to keep it like this. It's very simple. Event interact. You know what? Let's play a sound. Let's play a sound while we're at it. Let's go to play sound at location. And then the sound is going to be like unlocked or something. SCIFI had unlocked. Yep, there you go. Perfect. Then we can get actor location. And then make sure you have an attenuation in here. For my case, I have a bunch. I'm just going to put like footsteps because it doesn't need to be that damn loud. Alright. And that's it. That's really all you need to do here for the interaction. So now we can go back into the SCIFI door, and that's actually it. So now we can go in and see if this actually works. Okay? So we can spawn in here, and we walk up to this door. Well, the widget didn't show up, but oh, I remember why now. And you can see there's kind of an issue with it already, so it's going the wrong way. I'd rather it open up the other way. And you can see that when I hit it, something's not right as well. So let's see. When I try to open it, it just teleports. And I think I remember what I did wrong. So if we go into the SCIFI door, let's see. Okay, it opens. Let's close it. Okay, now it's closing. Okay, that was a little weird. So, but you see, there's an issue where first of all the widget isn't showing up, and then I can spam it, and you can see what's happening. It just keeps trying to open. So we can fix both of those issues. The first one's very simple. What I forgot to do was inside of the terminal, I forgot to do some logic for the box. So when we select this box here, you do add event, collision, add on component begin overlap, and then if the overlapping actor is equal to get player character, then we're going to set the widget to true. Set the widget's visibility to true. Set the widget visibility to true. Okay? And then on end overlap, we can just set it to false. We don't have to do this other shit, okay? Because no matter what overlaps it, it's not going to be visible anyway, right? Because only the player can set it to visible. And a lot of people cast here. Not sure why people cast here. You could just get a reference to the player character. Like, just base. You don't have to store unnecessary memory here. I see a lot of people casting when they overlap. You don't have to do that. But anyway, now the widget should show up. Second problem. The door terminal is, you can actually spam it, and that's not cool. So we're going to drag these out right here. And first things first, we're going to do a do once. Okay? Do once. And then when the animation is finished playing, or when the timeline is finished, then you can reset the interaction. Okay? And same thing here. Do once, drag this out, and then there you go. And that's it. So now when we come in here, go ahead and interact with it, the widget shows up, and then the door opens. And I can't spam it anymore. See, if I try to spam it, it won't like snap back to whatever was the beginning of the timeline. But another issue, I want the door to open this way, not this way, okay? I want it to go this way. So that's an easy fix as well. Go back into the SCIFI door 2. Literally all we have to do is take this location value, multiply it by -1. That's it. That's literally it. Okay? Location. There you go. And then also I'm not liking how far it goes. I want it to go a little further. So instead of 90, we can make this 95 instead. Okay? And go to event graph, go into here, and when it closes, same thing, 95. Compile, save. And then there you go. Now it goes the other way, and it goes a little further. And there you go. And then I can no longer spam it, like I said. Cool deal. And the best part about this is, no matter what I select, so if I go to this one, it's going to open, right? But if I go to this one, it'll close it. You see, it won't try to open again. And that's what I love about just the SCIFI door setup, is that no matter which one I use, it's going to be opening and closing because it's checking that variable if the door is already open, right? So I come over here and bam. And another cool thing is, no matter how many of these I have in the scene, it'll always just reference that door that it's with. So I can just duplicate this over here, like rotate it 90 degrees. Come here. So now if I go to this one, it's going to open this door and not this one over here, right? Because it's referencing this door now, right? Don't know why it disappeared, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, guys, that's it. Holy shit, that's it. If I helped you out, cool. If not, then I'm gonna go fucking delete my channel. But either way, hope you liked it. Peace out.